All right, ladies and gentlemen, so hopefully quick video to help you continue with literal equations. I just wanted to go over the one example from yesterday and then give you two more examples, and I want you to finish the assignment we started yesterday. So here we go. I'm looking at number 4. And we did this one yesterday, but I wanted to show you another way to do it. So I showed you yesterday that, when we have two variables and we want to solve for just, the x, and we have two of them, we have to get it so that there's only one. And I said, you need to undistribute for this right here. And maybe you can put parentheses around it, be like, hey, this is where the parentheses are going to be. I'm just taking the x out, right? And then solve for x from there. And you can use different colors if you want, letting you know, hey, we got the x by itself now, so we're good to go. And then obviously subtract the 3 and divide by 5 minus k like I did yesterday. But I did want to show you maybe another thing that might help is I'm going to keep it like this, just so we know, hey, the x is what we want by itself. Here's where the parentheses will be. But you can also subtract the 3 first. So maybe if this helps you, maybe get the x by itself. So essentially, actually, I'm just going to do it from right here. Subtract the 3 first. Let me pick a different color here since we already used the red. Subtract, the 3, right? And then we have the parentheses, 5, the x in red, minus k, x, and that's equal to y minus 3. And now we can just deal with the x. Pull the x out. And so maybe this makes it easier for you, and that's totally fine. It doesn't matter which step you do as long as you get the x by itself. But then maybe it's a little easier for you to see what you need to do. It's not as complicated. You take care of the 3 so that you're getting everything with an x by itself. And then we can do the reverse distribution, and then check this out. Now we know it's x times 5 minus k, so just divide by the whole thing of 5 minus k to both sides, and that's your answer. And so x is, I'm not even going to put it in a different color, x equals y minus 3 over 5 minus k. You're just following the rules that we've done before, inverse operations. It's just now it looks a little funny, right? Still subtracting a positive 3, I'm subtracting 3 from both sides, and then when it comes to getting a variable by itself, just treat parentheses like a number, right? It's almost like it says 3x equals y minus 3, right? That parentheses is what you're dividing by, same as you would divide by 3, all right? So maybe some different ways to look at that. All right, so here we go. The other thing that we have is there are formulas, and what's nice about this is if you can switch the formula, it makes it super easy to solve a problem. So for example, if we wanted to, so it's the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Now on your paper, you're going to solve for a different thing. I'm solving for b here. But what we can do then is if we know the area and the height and we want to find the base, being able to manipulate this is actually might be easier than just plugging in. So here's what I mean. We want to solve for b. So it says area equals 1/2 base times height. Everything here, and I'll rewrite it with it, is multiplication. So everything here to get b by itself, we just want to divide what we can divide. Now, keep in mind, I know I said divide, but if you take 1/2 times 2, so take this whole side times 2, that 1/2 will cancel with the 2. So the only reason I'm multiplying is because it's a fraction. Think about it. 1/2 is division divided by 2. So take it times 2 to get rid of it. So now it's 2a equals b times h. And again, we want to get the b by itself. So just look at what's beside it times h. So go ahead and divide by h. And then that cancels, divide by h. And so b equals 2a over h. That's your answer. And so what I mean then is if we had a triangle and we knew the area was 10, the height was 5. We want to find the base. Now look how easy it would be to solve that. Before, we would have had to do a lot of rearranging, but now we can just put the A in, the H in, and find the B. So that's why this is nice. If you have a formula and you can manipulate it to get a variable by itself, it can make solving problems easier. And we're going to practice that tomorrow. But for today, all I want you to do is be able to rearrange the equation. All right, so same thing here. I'm not really going to get into the fact that the surface area of a cone or anything like that. Just know that you're solving for r. So it says S equals pi r squared plus pi r L. Now, don't be afraid of pi. Pi is just a number. It's like it says 3 times r times L. All right, but we want to get the... Ooh, hold on a second. I'm actually going to make a change up. I'm going to do it the same way that you guys did, which is with the L, so I can show you. We want to solve for L. I just realized that's not going to end pretty if we do it the other way. So this will be the same as what you need to do on your worksheet for today. All right, we want to solve for L, and I'll make that in green. We want to get this by itself. All right, so when it comes to this, it's a lot of stuff going on, but what's nice is this can be treated like a whole number. Remember, that plus separates the term. This is technically a term. What I just highlighted in, I'll make it blue, so it's a different color, in blue, right? And so we can just subtract this whole thing away from this side. So instead, we'll have S minus pi r squared equals pi r L. And again, I'll highlight in green, we want this by itself. So what's nice about this is that when the term with what we want to find, which I highlighted the term in green, or the L in green, this whole term right here is a term. And so, but what we can do is we can remove any term that doesn't have to do with that pretty easily. So we obviously don't, this is the term in blue that we are not really focused on. There's no L, so we can just subtract it over. All right, and from there, everything else here is multiplication. What's super nice then is we can just do this. Divide by pi r. Because everything's multiplication, we can just divide by pi r. And that cancels these out. Now, I'm not even going to rewrite it. I'm just going to erase because it canceled, and that's it. That's all you need to do. L is by itself, so L equals S minus pi r squared over pi r. That's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to rewatch this video, pause as you need, and fill in the sheet for today. Take care, guys.